Have you ever wondered why two people think in a different way and arrive at different conclusions? Have you ever wondered why every single person has their own point of view or why do we all think in a different way? Let's break this down simply and understand why it helps you and how it helps you, and how understanding about this will take you a further step into understanding who you are. Let's get started. Why different ways of thinking shapes you in different ways? Now, there are different types of thinking. Let be analytical versus intuitive, or fast versus slow. Taking fast versus slow, for example, we can see that the fast part of our brain is always running. It's running 24 bar 7. It's always on. It is always intuitive. It is trying to make connections. It is trying to do this. It is trying to do that. It's trying to do many things. But the slow brain needs actually some time which you need to think down and you need to actually see about what you're doing. Let me give you a normal example. If I could ask you what is 2 plus 2, your fast brain is activated and you could do it very fast and you could do it very quick. But for the slow brain, you need to sit down and think about it. If I could ask you right now what is 67 into 84 plus 25, you need to actually sit down and think. It is not easy, so you need to put your energy to think. So here we can see that there are different types in which we are thinking. Not only this, there are various types. These are for the examples, but you get what I'm trying to say. There are different types at different parts of your brain. The brain is very complex, and we can make sure that it is being used in different ways possible. As coming to that, why different modes exist? Let's understand why our brain is so complex and it has different ways. When we were surviving, we needed fast thinking. Now, for example, if there was a tiger chasing you, you needed to think fast. Or if you needed planning, that means thinking slow. Or if you were logical enough, that means you had to use your pattern recognition. So there were different parts of our brain which developed and evolved for different reasons for our survival. But now, as we know that the world has improved and survival is not that much big of a deal, we need to make sure to use those things in a certain way and a correct way possible. We need to make sure to use them in the most significantly helping way possible. And how do we do that? Now, why different types of thinking creates different results? Now, there are different types of thinkers. As we have seen that there is different way in which we think, and there is a reason why we think in a different way. And we have thinkers who are different in a different way. Now, for example, a creative thinker or a thinker who doesn't give up will always see a failure as an opportunity to grow. Or rather, a guy who has assumed that his mode of thinking is linear, he sees failure as an error, or he doesn't know what to do with a failure. Or if we see as a person who adopts a victim mentality, we can see that he sees failure as destiny. He doesn't want to grow or he doesn't want to move from it. Or when we see that someone is following a system in their brain, they see it as a part of a broken node which can be fixed later on. So your brain is very complex. There are different parts in your brain. You can make sure to use different parts in different ways, and you have to make sure how to do it and when to do it. Now, the problem here is overusing and getting stuck. We are all led to believe that there is only one mode which is needed or one mode which is the proper, and that is the wrong answer. Or you just take one mode and keep using it always and overusing it, or you never even acknowledge the other parts of the modes which you have. So, what you need to do is whenever you're thinking about something, you need to take a step back. You need to think which part of your brain are you using. Are you using your more intuitive part, more creative part, more emotionally biased part, or which part are you using in general? Take a step back, think about what you're actually doing, and then you have to see what you can do. You have to use that part of your brain which is needed to be used. Don't blindly believe whatever is happening to your brain. Your brain is very good at tricking at you. Your brain will see the easiest way out there is. We don't want that. So what do? So we take whichever mode of the brain is needed and use it as per se. Now let us assume you're solving something very emotional. You need to make sure that you're not using only your emotional part but also your logical part, because logical thinking is also equally important to an emotional feeling you're getting, because you need to keep in mind that your future self is also affected by the decisions you're taking right now. So make sure that whenever you're solving a problem, you see properly what is needed to be done. It is not hard. You're not used to it. That's it. You're not at all used to this system of learning or the system of thinking. It is pretty complex. We have always been led to believe that you're correct and whatever you're thinking is not wrong. But it is wrong. Whatever is not helping you in a way in which you're not able to grow or not able to make the best of whatever you have is wrong. It is wrong. You have to make sure to be the best way possible and be the most productive possible, because that is what is going to make you better every single day. And making you better every single day is what I am here for and what you are here for, and that's what everyone is here for. You need to get better so that you can become better in life. I sidetracked, but yeah. So this is the whole way of why different ways of thinking shapes you in different ways. And you can refer to the video of the architecture of you, which I've linked in the description, to understand more about this and types of mental models. I will share the link in the description below. Thank you for watching.